Behind you. What's up, buddy? Alright, I don't know where Cad's at. Just chilling somewhere. Fine. Alright. John, would you like to start it? Or would any Maverick, Sassy, would you guys like to?
Let's wait till John is up here since he's one of the chieftains.
Well, I'm currently flying the ship. I'll be there momentarily.
Okay. So, welcome latecomer. What's the first thing on the docket?
Promotions, probably.
Alright, so let's go to leadership chat real quick and look at the list. If I can fucking find it.
I pinned it.
Did you pin it? Alright, so we have some of our newer members mainly contractor. They're going from new blood to contractor. And so there will be more opportunity for upward mobility once you guys have played a little bit longer. So the main concern right now is just letting you guys do your time as kind of defined by the rule book. A lot of you guys have been in for less than a week, and those on my list here have been here for more than a week. So the new bloods who are being promoted up to contractor are Ufasa, Ads, Dathius, Nix D, and Old Mates. So congratulations on your guys' first promotion within the clan. It will be happening to more of you guys here soon.
Golden put his hand up. Trucker's had his hand up for a while.
It's not time for any questions or anything.
Yeah. What would be next?
Next topic, can I get the leaders of the units to start giving a description of their different units? So, Anzus, if you can hear us, you need to get in here.
You have the ability to just become a speaker. You don't need to raise your hand. I will start off. So, question, am I just kind of taking over?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the unit that I am in charge of is at the moment called Asura. We are the ground pounders, the assault squadron that'll be doing mostly FPS. So basically, what our function will be if there is a enemy base or a target who is too heavily defended within the atmosphere of a planet, my unit will be the one to go in and forcefully dig them out. My unit will have a little bit more of a squad structure where people carry designated weapons like a railgun or grenade launcher, and then you'll have your designated squad weapons such as a rifle, SMGs, sniper rifle, whatever that might be. And it will be basically structured classic military within a regiment.
I'll go next. This is a newly developed reconnaissance division. We're just going to be carrying out any type of information, gathering tasks. So what we're going to be doing when it gets implemented, we're obviously going to be doing recon on finding the best type of habitational planets that we can start building a base on. We're going to start, navigating routes to find different trade routes, where we can build defensive hardpoints in order to get, a little bit of a, warning when we get somebody in our space. We're going to be doing planetary surveys for our ground team. When we get word of any type of location, we're just going to be taking notes of the landscaping, different types of vantage points, flanking routes, other type of strategic and tactical advantages. we'll be doing orbital surveys, just pretty much monitoring air traffic, frequented jump arrival points, best possible extraction and insertion locations onto, planets, moons, any type of surface that our ground team or others may be going to. We'll also sometimes be engaging in joint operations with our ground and air forces, but that's kind of on a call to arms basis. And when we do engage with our ground forces, we are going to be providing sniper rifle overwatch, just mainly because we're not planning to be on the front line for combat or anything like that. And even in ship combat, we're primarily going to be using missile and torpedoes. And sometimes we're just going to be, we'll have a task that we need to gather as much information in an allotted time. So we'll have to work in a team of 2 to 3 people to just gather as much information in as short a time possible. Yeah, that's pretty much, it's going to be a small group. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything about my division.
Sansa's even here.
Just keep moving forward. Let No Punk talk about his group.
All right, not much we do over here in recruiting. Anyone is still welcome to invite friends or just a new recruit in. Mostly we just are communicating more with the new guys, helping them out, help get them sorted, as well as head out, do recruiting of our own.
Speaking of recruiting, welcome Shaky to the clan. He was recruited 10 minutes ago as we were going through the whole 890 jump thing. He is a brand new player, so we will be working with him to kind of figure things out, how the game works and all that.
Alright, Anzus, you here now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, go ahead, give a rundown of Raven for us real quick.
Alright, so long story short, at least from my full understanding with the recent changes to the squads and whatnot, Raven Squadron is essentially the main fighting force when it comes to, I'd say low-scale ship combat, not large-scale naval combat. So it's essentially meant for people who want to focus on combat but don't want to join the con side of it. I assume that we would take care of if Maverick Squad is goes in first to find the Hammerhead, we come in afterwards with the big ship or with the bombers and whatnot to take it out.
That is essentially correct.
Also, are you in charge of running air support for me?
I feel like that's a topic for me and Maverick to have a discussion about.
I would, yeah, because, if I can butt in on this question as well, I was planning on having, at least 2 eclipses in my division, so that way I could provide air support if you needed it as well, as well as sniper overwatch.
Okay.
So that's always a possibility, and also I know Steele has a plan to, I think he wants to implement a couple strikes. So
yeah, Oh, keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so that's, depending on how many he has, is 24 missiles per.
Yeah, the 2 primary ships that we focus on are the Talon and the Shrike. So we are more built for air superiority, but when we need to do a strafing bombing run, we are technically capable.
To answer your question, Crispy, because that is a great question, you are allowed technically to be in multiple units. However, you do not talk about other units to other units. Does that make sense? Because some of these things are unit specific that are talked about in their particular chats, and they don't need to be discussed in other chats.
I may as a touch on to that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you want to move up the ranking for leadership, you have to more devote yourself to a singular division because it's, you can't split your attention amongst numerous things like that. When you're in leadership, you need to be divisional.
Exactly.
So,
Also,
on top of that, I'm sorry, I want to interrupt you really quick. I apologize. On top of that, we do have some guys in the mining industry group, or the industry group, and some guys who also double in the same way. Most of us are already probably mining stuff, but when it comes time when we're actually able to benefit from doing stuff like that, we are going to want to kind of buy with ship. Obviously, we are a mercenary clan. So from there, everyone is essentially at bare minimum mercenary. We always work for, our best interest. Yes. Going on that same note, in time, we will be able to give y'all more of an opportunity to do such things. But I will step up.
So, is there anyone representing the industry right now? If not, could one of the leaders who knows more about it give a quick overview of the industry?
the industry leader is currently not here, but Shadow, in my opinion, knows most about it for the people that are present.
So for the mining industry, it is headed by one of our knights, Ortlife, or Team Flex Ortlife, or O-Ring is his Discord name. He is, I have no clue where he's at, actually. I think he's been away on leave or some shit like that.
He's away for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I know some of his guys are still running operations for mining, mainly Quantanium running. That's what they do. Obviously, mining it's a pain in the ass right now. It's kind of a dangerous deal if you're doing Quantanium. It's worth it for rock mining. That's just really it. That's all they really have going right now for them. We do try to supply you guys with equipment, because mining does have a budget as of, well, a quote-unquote budget right now. So we try to get you guys what you need to eventually help fund some of the clan's stuff.
Well, I don't think that it's unreasonable to ask that, when you do get a payout, as much as it sucks, keep it even low at a 2% tax rate of your payout.
We're not gonna do that until the actual server resets.
That's what I mean. Yeah, until the actual server resets, it's fine. When the server does reset, there more than likely will be a tax rate implemented, because we are going to need to fund each division properly with the proper equipment that they need. So
mining is definitely going to be the spot that is okay. Mining is going to be one of the most important things we have when everything does get reset, just because it's easy, it's fast, it's going to be safe. This part. So if you guys want to go into that.
To answer your question real quick, Treat, you don't necessarily donate to overall guild funds. You would donate to the unit you're wanting to put funds into, basically, by giving the leader of that particular unit the money.
I think definitely giving the supervisor of whatever unit definitely help. I would say obviously follow your chain of command, and obviously they will go from there. Just make it easier on everybody. Members talking to their leaders talking to other leaders, just so there isn't fucking along that line. You guys are interested, you have a mining chat in the Star Citizen section of Discord. You guys can say, hey, I want to do this, and we'll try to get you started too. But there's a bunch of other groups who are in desperate need, who are going to be a lot more working than probably mining. So my personal suggestion, they're Sassy, Mavericks, or Steelborn. They're hurting. Definitely hit them up. They have a lot of cool shit going to be happening. soon, and I think some of them are already working on shit.
Just
like,
talk to us about the more intricate parts of our division if you're interested in what we have planned, right?
Yeah, and
Well,
you
we're
once
actually
you-
about to get into that because we're about to go into a question phase before we move on to the next topic for this particular thing.
Okay.
Yes. So once you guys do move into one of the units, you'll notice you'll have a role assigned to your name, be either industry, Raven, another name that I cannot think of currently. You'll have a specific unit name, be categorized, and you'll be enter said person's squads, announcements, chat, and voice, so you guys can do your own work.
As on the topic of meetings for specific divisions, that's up to the actual division leader. On the question of how the donations or whatever for tax is going to work for bounties and stuff, we haven't really gotten into it yet. It's not really on our plate right now. The reset is not going to happen until pretty much the game enters beta or even comes out for that matter, which could be years down the road as far as we know. So we haven't really even thought about it yet, to be honest.
So don't expect attacks.
Yeah.
for
It's
quite
not
some
coming
time.
anytime soon.
And it's nothing serious. It's going to be enough so that members, so you guys, are able to afford different shit. Because as of right now, bounty hunting, well, easiest way to make money, group ERTs are worth 89,000. Okay, what's like 2% of 89,000? It's pretty simple. I don't know the math. You guys can do that. I don't give a fuck about that. But point being is not going to be a lot, just enough that we can build funds for everybody. And obviously, our leadership isn't going to benefit mainly from you guys' tax. It's going to be free. So there will be no fucking favoritism for each group or individual. Just because I'm the fucking leader, or Pasternak's one of our leaders, doesn't mean we're going to get fucking 890 jump with you guys' money.
Yeah, the money is not even going to be used by us personally. It's literally to
Yeah.
pay for stuff back into the group.
Especially when
basically-
Outposts come out.
Yeah, when outposts come out, we'll be using it to do that. And then when it comes to equipment and stuff, because permadeath is going to be a thing in this game, we'll be using the funds to buy players equipment, weapons, armor, and help replace their ships.
Just a
If
friendly
it's a-
Just a friendly reminder, permadeath is coming way sooner than most people think too. It's coming in 3.16, I think. If they posted a new, I don't know if you guys saw, by the way, they posted a roadmap on Reddit recently, an updated one, but I think permadeath is coming in 3.16.
Correct. But, damn. Fuck. You fucked me up, Anzus.
Okay, it's my goal in life, but I apologize.
But yeah, we will help replace fighters and stuff that you lose on a daily basis. And when it comes to people that actually have capital ships and stuff, that's going to be a little bit more of a personal matter we're going to have to discuss on an individual basis because they're going to be expensive.
Yeah, Carrick's currently being like 26 million or something. That's going to be kind of hard for the clan to shell out on a regular basis if they get lost.
Yeah. We'll,
Hey,
we'll
something-
replace it. Go ahead.
Something that I've been kind of curious of, because at some point, I don't know when, because they haven't talked about this yet, but at some point we're going to be able to sell our starships. And I know that a lot of us have accrued a, let's be real here, absolutely stupid amount of ships. Like, I think that there's at least 6 people in the clan who own practically every ship in the game. Do we have a plan in place for recycling the ships that we have decided that we don't want anymore and putting those funds into the clan?
So
When it
we
comes
discussed
to-
it. Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Joe. I'll let
Shadow.
you go. So we
right.
discussed it a while back ago. Sorry. So we
Yeah,
discussed this a while
funny as
back
hell.
ago. Definitely, ship creation is kind of on the table. Hopefully, so being able to recycle ships, or even grant some members new ships or whatever, it's going to be definitely useful. And I hope we are able to do shit like that in the time, because no, obviously ship parts are expensive as fuck. I mean, most of our shields, I think a shield right now, one of ours is like 100,000 per shield.
To answer your question, Crispy Treat, yes, you will be getting, rank ups in your each respective division. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
The more time.
he's asking. He's talking about putting money into it. That's not. You're not gonna get ranks up for putting money in.
Oh no, not for money.
So you guys can get rank ups through, obviously recruiting people. Recruiting people helps. And when they do become a full member, we right now are offering, I think, 1,000 per person to become a pledged member.
Do you want to know the easiest way to rank up in this clan without needing a fucking rubric to follow?
Be active.
Just show some goddamn incentive. That was what
Yeah,
I did
that's-
within my first 2 weeks of being in this clan. All I did was show incentive. Hey, Shadow, I have this idea for a squad. Hey, Shadow, what can I go do to help out the clan right now? Hey, Shadow, who needs direction? Took me 3 weeks, and I became one of the top 4 leadership positions. Just show incentive, and you will be astonished at how quickly you will fly up the rank.
On that
On the
note,
topic.
though, there was like 5 of us in here. That's like, I would not be expecting to become a knight after 3 weeks. That's not going to be realistic. There were like 5 of us.
Let's just stay on topic, please.
Yeah.
We've drifted away from this question period. Anyways, I'm gonna answer Crispy Treat's question before we move on. Each individual squad is gonna have their own uniform ship. I personally don't really care what people use in their off time, but whenever you're committing, or whenever you're on a mission for the organization, we do expect you to be abiding by your division's uniform ship and your uniform and everything like that. Absolutely.
To add on to that answer, for the Navy in particular, because capital ships and such are so much more expensive, it's not gonna be so much of a unit. The way the Navy's basically gonna work, probably, is we're gonna take members that we trust that can afford the ships, and we will help them pay for the ships and the maintenance and all of that, and they get to pick their crew. However, when the time comes, if a new ship comes out that's more meta, as a clan, we will be reforming the structure of the Navy to decide what ships we actually use, and basically be changing out the ships.
All fleet doctrines are potentially susceptible to change.
That doesn't mean if you have a cap ship and you've bought it with real life money, you have to melt it. We're not going to make you do that.
Oh, fuck no.
But in an official capacity for the Navy, when we are doing official stuff as an org, we will have a fleet doctrine.
Okay, moving on. Question period.
Any more questions?
Well, I thought you guys had questions for us.
Well, I'm about to ask y'all about y'all's budgets, and y'all are probably going to have to input the documents.
Golden, go.
Who's typing in clan chat?
Golden, I invited you.
Where are you guys seeing messages? I don't see any.
In clan chat, no pumpkin truck. I put something. Oh, Cadbury DM me too.
Oh.
All right. Let's go ahead and get the budgets done. So, division leaders, if y'all have done your budgets already, please go ahead and input them into announcements. And that way, me and Shadow can work on divvying up funds for what y'all need.
Shit in leadership chat so we can properly.
This is an open fucking meeting. It's going in announcements.
Okay, that's fair.
If we expect people to eventually pay a tax, they're gonna get to see where the money goes.
Fair enough.
I have everything except for my 4 uniform.
Okay. That's fine. Just put what you got.
Golden had something to say, so let's. What do you got to say, my man?
Yeah, I just thought we were opening to questions. I just
Yes,
need
yes.
to know, as far as the roster.
Oh shit! I
What-
should have made a spreadsheet. God damn it!
Yeah, so
Hold on, let Golden finish
Hey,
his
hold on.
sentence, please.
Go ahead, Golden.
Just as far as the roster is concerned, I need to know what the divisions are going to be. Are they going to be called divisions? Are they going to be called something else?
Just
As
call
far
them
as-
divisions for now.
Because, like, I thought we had a fleet, like a space, like, fighter division, and then a subdivision of that was the Garuda Squadron.
We never
and it
had
seems
a
like
actual
everything's kind
fleet.
of getting.
We were planning on making one, but then the mission of Garuda kept changing. It started off, it was supposed to be a spec ops team that did assassinations, and it turned into the Blue Angels, and now it's a fighter wing. So
Okay, because I thought we had like I don't even know what to say anymore.
just
I
call
guess
them divisions, man.
Just somebody needs to tell me exactly what the divisions are and if there's subdivisions of those divisions, I suppose.
They will become available to you. We will get with you on that after this.
Actually, you can view the. You should be able to view the information branch chat. I think I added. Yeah, you're in it. It's in It should be under leadership. You should be able to see that. And that's who are the leaders right now of said divisions.
Okay,
You need,
yeah, I
Shadow,
did
can
see
you
that.
update your post and change Garuda to Raven in that?
Yeah.
And also, for the time being, switch Bakri to reserved for now until he fixes his computer. And then put Sass as Asura squad leader.
So, I thought originally what we had was a galactic army, and then the Asura squad was like a spec ops like subdivision. Is that no longer the case?
It's no longer the case.
Okay, so we're only gonna have
That hasn't been the
3
case
divisions,
in probably like
4
2
divisions,
months. Yes.
4 divisions.
Whatever is in that information deal, but we need to get back on. This is like a topic we can discuss at another time.
Who else has questions? Just click in, raise up. Make sure you guys are moving around so you don't mic fuck out.
Anzus, did you ever get your budget set up or no?
Yeah, remember I was the first one to send it to you.
I forgot. Can you put it in announcements?
Crispy
Yeah.
says, will ship crews their own divisions?
Wait, what?
No.
What?
Bryce Crispy asks, will ship crews be their own divisions?
No.
No.
No. So everybody will follow under one of the 3 or 4 groups as of right now until
The way it's gonna work is eventually we're gonna have squads within the divisions, and basically one ship is going to be a squad within the division, and the captain of the ship will be the leader of that squad. Does that make sense?
Shadow, one of us is gonna have to put you out of your misery.
Oh, how did you even get in there?
never. I refuse. So the infantry units be tied to specific ships, Rice Crispy asks.
You said you want me to put an announcement?
Yeah.
The
put it in there, so we're gonna
infantry
be-
units will be tied to specific ships. We will probably wind up having the infantry units get a Hercules at some point, specifically for transportation of their assets.
Do you want me to put in the cost of every single item like Maverick did, or do you want me
Yes.
to just...
I want the
Okay.
cost of everything.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go through and
And
rewrite it then.
that's per member. So basically what I'm wanting do it exactly like you see how Maverick did it, and do it multiple per member.
So
And then at the end, give me a sum total of the division.
Mine is a bit different because different members of each squad will be carrying different weapons. I set up that spreadsheet so you can just plug into what they are having, like what that person's loadout is going to be.
I need you to actually go in there and accept our request for access.
Did I not make it? Okay. But so you'll plug in the items needed.
When it comes to the ground team, that would be a question for you, Sassman. He's asking how much personnel is intended for each squadron or fire team. So Anzus and Sassman, y'all take turns answering that question, please.
All right, I have accepted, or I set it so if you have the link, you should be able to view.
All right, thank you. The only division that has a prerequisite for joining it is Maverick's division, just because he's going to be dealing with intel and information with all the branches and coordinating things among them. So we expect for you to be basically around the rank of a sentinel or above and a trusted member of the community before we'll actually let you in.
And as far
I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt you. I apologize. The announcement, the link that you posted, I should be in the ship chat until we have it in someone, or at least make a copy of it. So it can't be edited by anybody else.
it can't be edited by anyone right now. I'm the only one who can edit it.
Okay. Just making sure, just so nobody
Yeah.
I doubt anybody's gonna go in and fuck it up. But I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you guys
All
can
right.
look at it, and I made a backup because I have a backup of literally everything.
All right, go ahead and answer the question, Sassman. Hopefully no one interrupts again. My bad.
So with Asura, and I will, I have to admit, I'm not a super huge fan of the name, so that might be changing to something that fits what I think should be. But as what I am basically planning is to grow as big as I can. The squad level will be 5 people. 5 people per squad. And so the goal right now is just to get a couple of squads, so hopefully fill out with 10 people. And hopefully eventually go up to 25, because any ground operation needs numbers. So basically Asura's goal is to just grow until we have a few squads and then take it from there.
All right, Anzus, how many people are you wanting per squadron?
5. I feel like 5 is the perfect amount for each individual squadron. Having wings of 10 allows me to perfectly coordinate people and load out everybody effectively.
Eventually, I just want to put in this note. There will be a medical unit opening up. When we have the opportunity
To answer Rice Krispie's question, that's exactly what my division is going to be doing. We're a reconnaissance and communications division.
I'll be back in just a minute.
All right.
And then to eventually there will be people whose sole job is to facilitate different divisions working together, from my understanding.
Which is basically mine and Shadow's job.
At the moment.
To go a little bit more in depth with what I want to do with my division, I want to eventually have it so that everybody becomes a quote unquote specialist to a degree in each type of field of intelligence and communication. So that way it just makes it easier if everybody's focusing on one type of task instead of 2 or 3 at a time. That's when the team missions will come into play, and you have every person who's specialized in some sort of different type of recon, you know. Because essentially what I'll do, what my division is going to do, any information we find, I'm going to pass it through my superiors and nobody else. My superiors will do with that information what they feel is necessary, and obviously I have my own input on it as well. But ultimately, they're going to be the line of communication, but the information is what I'll be gathering for them.
Do we have any more questions?
Any of you guys? I've only
Anyone.
seen a couple of questions from a couple of you.
Throw it in game or throw it in clan chat. Answer everything. We can give you the full bird too. Question with us. Bill.
I do have an announcement for everybody, y'all.
Okay.
This is Jones.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, I don't know. Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. But some of y'all that do know me, y'all know I have been gone for quite some time, taking care of business IRL. But for the new guys who don't know me, like for Troy Bolton, Rice Crispy, the y'all who don't know me, my name is Trucka Jones or Dakota. I'm before they put me down, which I am gonna hopefully get that back. I was the night commander of both the nights, and just letting everybody know that I'm back permanently now. Everything's good IRL. I finally got life situated, figured out. I'm back at work. I'll be on pretty much every day. So guys, just want to let y'all know, and Shadow, John, talk to y'all after this. But for those of y'all who don't know me, like, I'm here for y'all. Definitely here ready to fight for the Sentinels again. But like I said, guys, TFSX Trucka Jones is back permanently, and I'm here ready for the fight.
So, Troy Bolton, how do we join a division again? You just talk to any of the division leaders, such as me, Maverick, Anzus, or Steelborn, or Portlife is the leader of the mining division or the industry, and No Punk. And if we join multiple divisions, we're more or less stuck in terms of advancement as well as leading.
I'm gonna answer this one. You're not gonna be stuck. We're always looking to expand and create more divisions as long as they fit a role that is not being filled. But if you are in two divisions, there's only gonna be so far you can go within each division. Does that make sense? You're not gonna. You can't lead one division and also be a lesser member in another division. So the way this is gonna work is if you're in two divisions and you decide, hey, I want to advance, you can do one of two things. You can either pick a division and advance that way, which is what you're suggesting, or you could try and make your own division that is exactly what you want it to be and run the idea by us, and we'll give you the nod, basically. But we're going to let you be at least a squad leader in multiple divisions, probably. You're just not going to be one of the, like, as we get bigger, you're not going to be in charge of, like, a section within a division. Because that might be a little bit too much. Not to mention you'd have to juggle your schedule, because I imagine, say you're in industry, but you're also in Raven Squad. Well, Raven Squad's got an important mission where they're going to go. Recon division has discovered a high value target, and we're going to go ambush them with Raven, right? Well, that's on Friday at 8 p.m. But also, because you're one of the leaders of industry, you're expected to be there on Friday at 8 p.m. to be in the mole, driving the mole around so that people that don't own a mining ship can mine. It doesn't work.
It's a conflict of interest as well.
Shadow, give Ritz's a meringue.
Date. Oh. I told him to just fucking beat it, but okay. Alright, I gave him his rank.
Alright.
You should be able to do this.
Who's
Pretty
in the
sure
joint ops
Yeah,
meeting
who's
room?
there? How are people getting access to that channel?
What the fuck?
There we go.
I just saw your message, Perp. Sorry. Perp, if you're still in game, by the way, just go ahead and type it out in game, man.
Yes, we would have training for the different regiments. Like I will definitely be having training for FPS combat in this game. I have a lot of experience running it, so I have a lot of different tactics I want people to learn, because my division is going to be very structured. Like, say someone kills me, then like the captain below me would be the one to like take charge and continue the mission once I'm dead. And I imagine the other leaders, like especially Raven and Maverick, would all want to be training their people as well.
Absolutely. Anything else?
I do have something that I want to bring up it's not supposed to be a topic of this particular meeting, but I do want to bring it up. Right now, we don't have any information on it yet, on who this is going to be, but we are looking to start promoting more people to the Berserker rank. We have an evaluation period that's going to be going on for the next week or so. We're looking for people that are active and are trying to help recruit, but also have the same attitude we expect of someone in a position of authority. We're not looking for someone that's a downer, or puts people down, or is going to have an attitude all the time, unless you're Sass Man, of course. But, you know.
Literally my MO. But,
Yeah.
Recruiting is easy. Like, I have recruited 2 people during the course of this meeting. So, anyone can do it.
Yeah, but one way you're going to be able to get in a position where you want to be able to do, you're not going to be allowed to make a division in this unit until that you reach the rank of knight, which means y'all are going to have to put some work in if that's what y'all are wanting to do. We don't just hand out promotions. You can, however, get to the rank of sentinel simply by being active in recruiting. You'll eventually get there, but past that, you have to put work in. Okay, guys?
And
But
if you guys are thinking like, hey, you know, I've been in here for however long now, okay, I haven't gotten to this rank yet, shoot one of leadership a message, because hey, we might have missed you. There's a lot of fucking people now, and we're still growing like every day with new recruits. So don't be afraid to like, hey, don't don't be afraid to voice your opinion. Like, hey, I think I should be a Sentinel by now, or hey, I'm still a Berserker. What do I got to do to fucking hit Sentinel because I've been in here 3 months? You know what I mean? Perp, if you have anything to say, give Sassy 2 minutes. And yeah.
We are working on getting better at knowing this. Like, recently we've been kind of restructuring the way that we organize. Like, spreadsheets have become our best friend recently. Golden Gun is kind of our, this guy right here, he is kind of our, like, bookkeeper for the clan.
He's the secretary.
He has a spreadsheet that is available to us on, like, when people join, when the date of their last promotion, and all of that stuff. So we will be looking at that and kind of we'll be looking at that way we aren't leaving anyone behind.
Wait, sorry, what? Did somebody say my name?
No.
I was away for a minute.
Nobody said your name ever. It's okay.
He's still lucky though.
Crispy, we have a KOS list, and that's kind of a clan-wide thing. Like, we are a PMC. People hire us to take down other people or do whatever needs to be done. It wouldn't really be right just to forego everyone in the clan from being a part of that, like, PMC heritage.
Definitely, we do have internal contracts, which are eventually going to become more of a thing when the War Theater comes out, where we can make custom matches for you guys, do certain shit, set up a battleground essentially for
You
y'all
mean
to do
Theaters
shit.
of War, Shadow?
Close enough. I was close. Anyway, and going on the note, we also do have external contracts. I'm working on finding different groups who need us. Definitely not the fucking easiest. It's because these aren't there yet. There's no need for protection against pirates, for trade routes. No needed for miners for protection. Most of them are usually pretty armed well with scouts. So I mean, it's a matter of time for use of all of us.
Main thing we're doing lately that's been fun and has been creating content is we're not necessarily a good faction, but we're not evil either. We're a PMC. But one way we can start getting our name out there to get more recruits and get some clout, there is an epidemic of PO, pad ramming, griefing assholes. And to get our name out there, every server we join, if you're interested in PvP or combat, and that's your thing, try and find out if there's griefers on the server at PO.
Yeah.
If there are, at some people from the fighter division, or just people you know that would be interested, get us on the server and let's fucking gank the shit out of them.
One thing to look out for is, like, in chat, PO is closed, pay me $50K to reopen it. Yeah, just let us know. Like, there's usually someone on who's willing to hop in a ship and go wreck their day or wreck their Twitch stream or whatever they're trying to do.
Me.
Like, example, there's this Heimdall guy who's been doing it recently, and a couple of us have gotten kills on him already.
Boba Fett. PWS. The whole clan or whatever called Lords of something. What is it, Shadow? It's something Lords. Shadow, you there?
House of Lords.
Yeah,
House of Lords.
That's what it was, House of Lords.
That is their whole MO, is griefing at PO. So if you see anyone from House of Lords in your server, let the whole server know. I don't care if you add everyone. People in here, honestly, it's Discord. Y'all should have this shit muted unless you want notifications anyway. So, this is another topic I'm about to bring up. This is kind of going off on a tangent. If I see anyone get mad about being added and they don't have notifications turned off, I'm going to ignore your complaint. Just saying. So if y'all
It does.
if y'all aren't down for that, turn it off.
It gets hectic as fuck. It gets really hectic, and like even myself, I typically have it muted. The only time I don't have mute is when I'm direct messaged or someone tags my name and shit. That's about it. Other than that, it gets pretty wild. Just check daily, check every 2 days. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Not hard to. It's not much to ask for you guys. Pretty simple. I'm doing drugs over there. I've seen that.
Somebody say drugs?
Also, just since there are so many of y'all that are new, I am gonna do a basic rundown of not necessarily rules. They're more like guidelines. We don't allow quote unquote pirating unless it's in a official war capacity, as in we are at war with that group. If they're griefers, we don't give a shit. Okay? You do whatever you want to griefers. I don't care if you literally swat them on their stream. Okay? Griefers suck dick. Having said that, I'm not gonna tolerate people flying around, finding a miner just minding his own fucking business, and telling that miner, hey, pay me money or I'm going to blow you up. We don't do that here. Okay?
No.
However, if that miner is part of a group we are at war with, kill them. It's that simple. Okay?
And then take their stuff and then blow up their vehicle.
Yes, and then make fun of them in chat and call them losers. Trash talk is important. Just only trash talk if you're good at it, though. If you suck at it, just shut up. Does anyone have any questions in regards to our rules of engagement or anything?
You guys are.
How do you know if they're wanted by us? We have a KOS chat. I think it's a text chat. If you go in there, it will have the names of certain groups or players that if you see them, kill them.
It's under the important info tab.
Yes.
Right above evaluation promotion.
Having
know
said
what?
that, this is for people that are good at PvP or relatively better than average, because some of these people are pretty fucking good. How do you know? The people that we're talking about, you'll know if they're in a group because they'll be posting in fucking Global that they're part of a group.
Yeah, usually.
Especially House of Lords.
Yeah, they're usually pretty vocal about their group. Anything else on the docket to discuss?
That's pretty much it, man. Unless Shadow has anything he wants to bring up.
So, to all the new guys, you know, it's going to be driven a lot. You know, welcome to the clan. And you guys are hopefully going to be the next guys that become officers. I mean, everybody that's pretty much in the chat right now that's able to talk. So, Jones, Golden, Steel, Sassy, Maverick, Hashpad, eventually Cadbury. They're all going to be upper officers, admin essentially. You know, they're going to be running hundreds of people if we get to that point. That's kind of what we're hoping for. We want to constantly build up and up, but we don't want just quantity. We want quality. You know, you guys are going to see multiple people recruited over times, and it's just going to be like 5 people we keep, or hell, even 1 out of 10. I mean, it's crazy. You'll notice it. It's fucking stupid.
To answer your question, it's not necessarily that you'll be leading a division, but you'll be leading a group, more than likely.
Even if it's within a division.
Yeah.
The way
even if
the
it's within a
system's
division.
currently set up, we don't meet the requirements to actually promote people past night, which we're approaching it. And we've got some ideas for who we're thinking of. But right now, with the number of people we have, it just doesn't make sense to promote certain people past night right now. But what the plan is for the knights to be the leaders of squads within the divisions, and we're going to have either a knight commander or some. We're still in the process of figuring it out, but it's probably going to be a knight commander is going to be in charge of a division.
Speaking of that, the rank restructure, because that vote was passed. So that is something that needs to be
We weren't going to talk about that until next meeting.
Okay.
So the complete rank structure, though, personally, I want it ready for next meeting, so we can show everybody, like, hey, what you're going to.
That's
Then we'll
literally
just
what we just
slowly-
said.
Yes, I know. No, because some people do mistake it, like, hey, we're just gonna have ideas for it. Like, I want it done. I mean, I've seen what Sash wrote up, pretty good so far. Description, so thank you.
Yeah, and like I can continue editing that and to kind of fit more what everyone is thinking.
Did you guys answer the Rice Krispies list? Do we have to lead a division?
Yes, we did.
If
Okay.
you want to get to a certain rank, you have to be that. You have to fill that role. So yes, you don't have to become an officer. We're not gonna come to you and be like, "Hey, man, you're a fucking
You need
knight
to
commander
take this
now. You
rank."
have to
Yeah.
do this." We're gonna be putting people in those positions that we know want the position and we know can handle the position.
I have a few things I'd like to add
Yes.
to the meeting before we close. One of the things is the kill on site list. For that to be, I don't know, weekly or once every time it's updated, to be added to the announcements so that everybody is aware of it.
It's
And
already
just-
it's already its own channel though.
It's on channel. All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
its own channel.
It's not really something that right now, with the state of the game,
Yeah.
we're not really worried about putting in something like announcements to where everyone gets a ping. It's more of a thing of when you hop on, if you're a PvPer and you want to see who we got hits out on, the list is there for you to look at.
Okay, perfect.
If you are able to provide info on different groups or names, and helps us understand who we're going against and shit like that. And on the same thing, you said Rice, if on the extra input, anybody more than welcome to involve themselves and ask. You know what I mean? Like, we're always looking for help.
I would also like to add, I am working on, we are looking for a new clan logo.
I was
I'm working
actually
on
about to
finding-
bring that up, Cadbury.
Oh, well, you can talk about it if you'd like.
Well, here, you go ahead and talk about it, but I want you to go ahead and post the photo of what you got so far.
Okay.
And,
I have- Go ahead.
Anzus, did you have one as well?
No.
What about you,
I have-
Trucka?
That's a big fact negative because I have hardly had time to do anything like that.
God,
I've
I
hardly
should have
been.
made a bet on that.
All right,
Look,
Cadbury,
I'm
go.
sorry, I've been busy.
All right,
I know.
Trucka, shut up.
I know, man.
Cadbury, go ahead and post it in clan chat, Nate.
Okay. This is definitely a work in progress. A lot of it has to do with the font. It's not finished, so don't judge it too much. But also, because we are a clan, I would like something that we all choose. I don't want just my logo just to go. So whether you're contractor or above, I would like those people to be able to have a poll, a vote, so anybody can submit something, whether it's new blood or whatever position you may be in. If you'd like to create your own logo and come up with something cool, I think it'd be really good for us.
Oh shit. Cadbury, what software are you using?
Honestly, I just did that through Paint. I did Adobe Flash through something else.
Okay. Sorry, I do the
That's
same
fine,
thing.
that'll work.
I do the same thing you do. It's just I haven't had time to do it. That's killer. Honestly, that's better than That's better. I mean,
That's all I had to add.
Yeah, I know
Somebody
the
else
one
can
I
take
made.
over.
I know the old one I made was kind of cartoony, but now we're getting more serious. We need a little bit more professional one.
Agreed.
All right. So before we close out this meeting and get into any activities within the game, since we got so many people on, and I figured we'd try and do some stuff. Is there any more last-second questions?
Wait.
Wait, what, Maverick?
I was trying to find you and punch you in the face, but I couldn't find you.
You walked right past me.
Oh.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, I don't really have anything more to add.
No, I think. Oh, I do have one other thing to say. And don't quote me on this, but let's see what the hell I was saying.
That's it. I'm quoting him now.
It's being
I got-
recorded, and it will be a soundbite.
Also, there's something I would like to add too as well. I do stream our meetings on Twitch, so if you are ever unable, well, not any meeting, but any clan activity, I didn't do this one, just because I had a migraine when this whole thing started. So, if you're unable to join or play games, you'll be able to actually watch it on Twitch anytime I'm on and doing something with the clan.
All right. Thank you, Cadbury. And thank you, Sassman, for also putting up a video archive.
Yes, we do.
I want to thank all of the members that attended and all of the knights that helped make this thing happen. Y'all did a fantastic job. Keep
Blown
up the
away
good work.
by this turnout, guys. Good job.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest I've seen a Sentinel meeting in a long time. And Shadow, you would know what I'm talking about.
Since ESO, it's been a long time since we've really had a fuck ton of people with us. But I do want to apologize for how long it took. We were really late behind. So yeah, that was
mostly
definitely
Star Citizen, though, to be honest.
But leadership will take the fucking fun for that. That shit happened, but y'all still patiently waited for that. So thank you again. And the guys who did not get promoted, y'all are still new. You will make it up in the clan, I promise. I have no doubt that the new recruits we have, you guys will make it up to Sentinel in a decent manner. All the guys that have been recruited by Sassy, myself, No Punk, Rice Crispy even recruited a new guy 5 hours in the clan. Beautiful thing. Steelborn, I know he had one of his guys join. It's appreciated. It's been a long fucking time since we've seen a good turnout like this. So keep up the good work. And let's just keep moving.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end things off here. If you guys want to do anything after this, play in Star Citizen, do whatever, go ahead and let us know in the in-game chat, in the party chat. If not, y'all are free to go. However, for what's happening in-game, me and Shadow have to go talk to an individual real quick. And then the rest of y'all, I'm going to leave y'all in the hands of our knights. So y'all have fun. Me and Shadow will be back shortly.
Yeah, I gotta dip out personally.
Alright.
Why are you? What?
Here,
Oh.
don't. We're leaving the briefing room. Meeting's over.
All right, ending the